Hey everyone, welcome back for another deep dive. We're going to be exploring AI image generators specifically for games. We've got this awesome guide from All About AI. It's from 225. And let me tell you, this stuff is pretty mind-blowing.
Yeah, it really is amazing to see how quickly this technology is evolving. I think we're really seeing like a paradigm shift in game development. We're moving away from this idea of having to meticulously handcraft every single detail. And we're moving towards a world where AI can actually generate, these really complex 3D environments, sometimes even just from simple text prompts. It's amazing.
It is wild. Like imagine just, describing this like, I don't know, sprawling fantasy forest or like
Yeah.
a futuristic cityscape. And then boom, the AI just like creates it for you.
Yeah.
That's just scratching the surface here. This guide actually goes into like the top 10 AI image generators for games. And each one seems to have its own like unique strengths and capabilities.
Yeah, and what I think is so fascinating is that these tools aren't just for the AAA studios with those massive budgets.
Mm.
Indie developers, solo creators, they all have access to this really powerful technology now. So it's really leveling the playing field. It's opening up a whole world of creative possibilities for everyone, not just the big guys.
I love that. I'm all about empowering creators.
Mhm.
So the guide kind of kicks off by highlighting this dramatic shift in game design, moving from that manual editing to these sophisticated AI tools. And they emphasize benefits like saving time and money, of course, but they also talk about how these tools can actually enhance creativity and ensure greater visual consistency.
Right. And those are definitely really important benefits for sure. But, for me, what's most intriguing is that AI has the potential to really unlock these entirely new game design paradigms. Imagine games that can procedurally generate these unique worlds based on player choices, or AI design assistants that can help developers rapidly prototype and iterate their ideas. That's the kind of stuff that really gets me excited.
Okay, so let's unpack some of these specific tools that the guide mentions. First up is Jasper Art. This one caught my eye because it seems like it's designed for ease of use.
Yeah.
And it even works on mobile devices. So imagine like sketching out a character concept on your phone and then having the AI transform it into like this polished game asset. I mean, that's pretty game-changing, wouldn't you say?
Oh, absolutely. Especially for newcomers to game design. That ease of use and accessibility is a huge advantage. But I am curious to see how tools like Jasper Art handle those more nuanced aspects of game asset creation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Making sure that those assets fit seamlessly into a specific art style or optimizing them for performance in a game engine. Those are pretty critical factors to consider.
Very good point. It'll be interesting to see how these tools evolve to address those sorts of challenges. Next on the list is Hotpot AI. And this one's all about procedural content generation. Now, I know that might sound a little intimidating, but for those who may not be familiar with the term, procedural content generation basically means that the AI can automatically create a ton of unique assets, so you don't have to design every single tree or rock by hand.
Exactly. And what's particularly interesting about Hotpot AI is its potential to create these truly vast and dynamic game worlds. Imagine a game where the environment is constantly evolving and changing based on player actions, or where no two players ever actually experience the same world.
Oh, wow. So it's like the game is constantly reinventing itself. That's incredible.
Mm.
Okay, so moving on to Sloyd AI. This one seems to focus on generating and customizing very detailed 3D models. So I'm thinking perfect for character design or creating really intricate objects for your game. The guide actually even mentions that it's like having a, quote, virtual sculptor at your fingertips.
Yeah, that's a great analogy. It seems like Sloyd.ai is using these advanced 3D modeling algorithms, probably based on neural networks, and it's giving developers this unprecedented level of control over their creations. I'm really interested to see how this technology might impact the development of games with those really highly stylized visuals.
Oh, for sure. All right, next up is Scenario.gg. What sets this one apart is that it uses custom-trained AI models. So essentially, you can train the AI to create assets in a specific style that perfectly matches your game's aesthetic.
That level of control seems really powerful.
It is, and Scenario.gg really highlights this growing trend of specialization in AI tools. By training AI models on very specific data sets, developers can achieve this level of visual consistency that was previously incredibly time-consuming and difficult to achieve.
Now, get ready for this one because this sounds like something straight out of science fiction.
Yeah.
Meshi can actually convert text to 3D. So you literally describe the object that you want, and Meshi generates a 3D model based on your words. It's like magic. It really is amazing. And Meshi's text-to-3D capabilities really demonstrate the power of natural language processing in AI. By bridging the gap between human language and 3D design, tools like Meshi could potentially make game development way more intuitive and accessible to even those without, extensive technical expertise.
All right, next we have Rosebud, and it looks like it focuses on AI-assisted game development and interactive storytelling. It's kind of like having this AI co-pilot that helps you craft these really compelling narratives and engaging gameplay experiences.
Interesting. Rosebud's emphasis on storytelling is definitely intriguing. And while AI can undoubtedly assist in tasks like generating dialogue or suggesting plot points, I do believe that the human element of creativity and emotional resonance will always be paramount in crafting truly memorable and impactful narratives.
You're right, that's a good point. It'll be fascinating to see how AI tools like Rosebud actually influence storytelling in games. Moving on to, I think this is a name that a lot of people might already recognize, Midjourney. So Midjourney is known for generating those artistic visuals from text prompts. It's often used to create those unique and sometimes kind of surreal imagery. I can see this being a fantastic tool for game developers who want to add a really distinctive flair to their game's visuals.
Right. Midjourney is a prime example of how AI can be used for both functional and artistic purposes. It'll be really interesting to see how game developers leverage tools like Midjourney to kind of push the boundaries of visual storytelling and create those truly immersive and evocative game worlds.
So if you're looking for a tool that's all about ease of use and quick image enhancement, Fader might be the one for you. It's got this huge library of templates and all these AI-powered features that can really help you quickly create polished visuals for your game.
Yeah, Fader is a great option for those who are looking for a more streamlined workflow. But honestly, what really gets me excited are the tools that are really pushing the boundaries of what's possible in game development.
I hear yes. And speaking of pushing boundaries, we have Promethean AI. This one is designed to automate the generation of 3D environments. Imagine being able to create these sprawling levels for your game with the help of AI.
Yeah, the potential of Promethean AI it's pretty remarkable. The ability to generate entire 3D environments autonomously could drastically reduce development time and costs. And it has the potential to allow smaller studios to create games with a scale and scope that was previously pretty much unimaginable.
And last but certainly not least, we have Bing Image Creator. This one's powered by the incredible DLE3, and it's known for being super user-friendly. Plus, it's integrated into a popular search engine, so it's really accessible to just about anyone.
Right. And Bing Image Creator's integration with a really widely used platform like a search engine really highlights that increasing accessibility of AI image generation tools. I think we're going to see more and more of these tools integrated into existing workflows, which is going to make them even easier for developers to adopt and utilize.
Okay, so we've just scratched the surface of this incredible lineup of AI image generators. And it's clear that each tool has its own unique strengths and capabilities. But before we dive deeper into the implications of all this, let's take a step back for a sec and consider how the author of this guide actually evaluated these tools. What were the criteria they used to determine the best of the best?
Well, they focused on several key factors like image quality, of course, ease of use, the range of features offered, and mobile compatibility. They also considered how well each tool integrated with other design software, along with things like customization options, pricing, and the quality of customer support.
It sounds like a really comprehensive approach. It definitely gives us a good framework for evaluating these tools.
Yeah.
But before we get lost in the nuts and bolts, let's zoom out and consider the bigger picture. What does all of this mean for the future of game design?
Well, that's where things get really interesting. You see, we're on the cusp of a new era in game development, one where AI empowers creators to achieve these unprecedented levels of visual fidelity, streamline workflows, and unlock entirely new gameplay possibilities. It's a truly exciting time to be a game developer, and frankly, a gamer as well.
Welcome back to our deep dive into the world of AI image generators for game design.
It's great to be back.
We've explored some, seriously impressive tools. But let's kind of shift gears for a bit and consider the broader impact of AI on the game development landscape. What does all this mean for seasoned developers, for newcomers just starting their journey in game design, and ultimately for the games we'll be playing in the future?
Yeah, that's a really crucial question, and I think it boils down to a few key points. So first and foremost, AI is democratizing game development. It's making these powerful tools and technologies accessible to a much wider range of creators, which means, we're likely to see this surge in innovative and diverse games coming from indie developers, small studios, and even solo creators who, maybe wouldn't have had the resources to achieve such high quality visuals before.
It's like leveling the playing field, right?
Yeah.
It's giving everyone a chance to bring their unique visions to life.
Yeah.
Without being limited by these technical barriers. That's incredibly exciting.
Absolutely. It's all about fostering creativity and innovation. And then the second point is that AI is dramatically streamlining the development process. So tasks that used to take, hours or even days of meticulous work can now be accomplished in a fraction of the time. This frees up developers to really focus on the core elements of game design, the gameplay mechanics, the narrative, the world building, and the overall player experience.
So it's not just about making things look pretty. It's about optimizing the entire creative process and allowing developers to really pour their energy into what truly matters, the heart and soul of the game. That's fascinating.
Precisely. And this kind of leads us to the third point, which is the potential for AI to really push the boundaries of visual fidelity in games. We're talking about hyper-realistic graphics, immersive environments that blur the lines between reality and virtuality, and characters that feel, incredibly lifelike. This level of visual detail can really create these truly unforgettable and emotionally resonant gaming experiences.
Almost like stepping into another world.
Yeah.
The possibilities are both exhilarating and a little bit mind-boggling.
I agree. And this ties into another really exciting possibility, which is the potential for AI to drive these personalized gaming experiences. Imagine games that adapt to your playstyle, your preferences, and even your emotional responses in real time, creating this truly unique and tailored experience for each player.
Oh, wow. So that's the holy grail of interactive entertainment, right? A game that evolves and responds to you as an individual. It's almost like having a personal AI game designer crafting the experience just for you.
Exactly. And let's not forget the impact of AI on game narratives as well. AI can be used to generate dynamic and branching storylines, create more believable and engaging characters, and even contribute to dialogue writing. This means, we could see games with richer narratives, more compelling plots, and characters that feel truly alive and responsive to player choices.
That's like having an AI co-writer who can help bring your story to life in ways you never even thought possible. That's a game changer for storytelling in games.
It certainly is. All of these possibilities point to a future where games are more immersive, more engaging, more personalized, and frankly, more fun than ever before. AI is poised to be at the heart of this revolution, empowering developers to create experiences that push the boundaries of what we thought was possible in interactive entertainment.
This is all incredibly exciting. But, it's important to acknowledge that with any powerful technology, there are also potential, challenges and concerns. Are there any downsides or risks associated with the increasing use of AI in game development?
That's a very valid point. And there are definitely a few key concerns worth discussing. One concern is the potential for job displacement as AI becomes more capable of handling tasks that were traditionally done by humans. There's a worry that, some jobs in the game industry might be automated, leading to unemployment. Or a shift in the types of skills that are in demand.
Yeah, that's a valid concern, and it's something that we need to be mindful of as we navigate this technological shift. It's important to consider the human impact, and ensure that we're creating opportunities for everyone to participate in this new era of game development.
Absolutely. Another concern is the potential for AI to be used to create unethical or harmful content. As with any powerful tool, there's a risk of misuse, and it's really crucial to ensure that there are safeguards in place to prevent the creation of games that promote violence, discrimination, or other harmful ideologies.
Yeah, ethical considerations are paramount, and it's essential to have these open discussions about the responsible development and use of AI in games.
I completely agree. And then there's, the question of creativity and originality. Some people worry that relying too heavily on AI might lead to, a homogenization of game design, with games becoming, less unique and more formulaic.
It's an interesting point. It's about finding that right balance between, leveraging the power of AI as a tool to enhance creativity and ensuring that human ingenuity and artistic vision remain at the heart of game development.
Yeah, precisely. And lastly, there's the issue of accessibility. While AI is making game development more accessible in many ways, there's also this risk that the cost of these advanced tools might create a barrier for some developers, particularly smaller studios and independent creators.
Yeah, the classic case of technology potentially widening the gap between those who have access to resources and those who don't. It's crucial to find ways to make these tools, affordable and accessible to everyone who has the passion and creativity to contribute to the world of games.
I couldn't agree more. Addressing these challenges and concerns proactively will be essential as AI continues to reshape the game industry.
So with all these opportunities and challenges on the horizon, what are the next steps for game developers who want to embrace the power of AI? What advice would you give to those who are eager to dive into this exciting new world?
Well, first and foremost, I would say, stay curious and keep learning. The field of AI is constantly evolving, so it's crucial to stay up to date on the latest advancements, trends, and best practices. There are tons of resources available, from online courses and tutorials to industry events and conferences. It's an ongoing journey of discovery and exploration.
It's like a never-ending quest for knowledge in this constantly expanding universe of possibilities.
Exactly. And the second step is to embrace experimentation and exploration. Don't be afraid to dive in and try out different AI tools and platforms, even if you're not an expert. Just see what works for you, what sparks your creativity, and what helps you achieve your vision for your game.
Yeah, it's about finding the tools that feel right for you and your unique creative process.
Absolutely. And thirdly, I would say connect with other developers and join the AI community. The world of AI and game development is incredibly collaborative. So don't hesitate to reach out to others, ask questions, share your experiences, and learn from each other's successes and challenges.
There's this real sense of camaraderie and shared passion in this field. It's inspiring to see people coming together to push the boundaries of what's possible.
It truly is. And lastly, don't forget to have fun with it all. AI is this incredibly powerful tool, but it's also a source of endless creativity and possibility. So embrace the joy of experimentation, explore new ideas, and let your imagination run wild. That's where the real magic happens.
I love that. Game development is all about, passion, creativity, and pushing the boundaries of what's possible.
Yeah.
And AI is giving us the tools to do just that.
You've hit the nail on the head. So as we wrap up this part of our deep dive, let's take a moment to reflect on what we've learned.
Yeah, we've covered a lot of ground, from exploring specific AI tools and their capabilities to discussing the broader impact of AI on the game development landscape.
We've touched on the potential benefits, the challenges, and the opportunities that lie ahead. But there's one crucial aspect of this topic that we haven't delved into yet, something that's both exciting and a little bit daunting.
You're right. We've talked about the impact on developers, but what about the players? How is AI going to change the way we experience games?
That's the million-dollar question, and it's one that we'll explore in depth in the final part of our deep dive.
Stay tuned, folks, because things are about to get really interesting. Welcome back to the final part of our deep dive into AI image generators. And, their impact on the future of game design, we've covered a lot of ground, haven't we? Exploring the tools themselves, discussing their potential to really, revolutionize game development, and even, pondering some of the challenges that lie ahead. But now it's time to shift our focus to the most important element of all the players.
Absolutely. It's easy to get caught up in all the technical details and the implications for developers. But at the end of the day, the true measure of any technology's impact is how it affects the people who actually use it. And in this case, that means the millions of gamers around the world. We're eagerly awaiting that next generation of immersive and engaging gaming experiences.
So let's get right to the heart of the matter here. How is AI going to change the way we experience games? What kind of mind-blowing advancements can players actually look forward to in this AI-powered future?
Well, prepare yourself for a level of immersion unlike anything we've seen before. AI is poised to enhance every aspect of gameplay, from the visuals and the sound to the narratives and the way we interact with the game world. We're talking about games that feel more real, more responsive, and and more engaging than ever before.
Okay. I'm all ears. Give me some specifics. Like what kind of transformative experiences can we actually expect?
Well, imagine, stepping into a game world where the environments are so breathtakingly realistic you can almost feel the wind on your face, the sun on your skin, and the ground beneath your feet. AI is going to power these incredible advancements in graphics and physics, creating these truly immersive sensory experiences that blur the lines between reality and virtuality.
Wow, that sounds incredible. I can already picture myself just like getting lost in these hyper realistic worlds, exploring, every nook and cranny, just soaking in the atmosphere.
Yeah, and it's not just about the visuals either. AI-powered sound design will create these dynamic and reactive soundscapes that respond to your actions and the environment around you. Imagine like the sound of your footsteps changing as you traverse different terrains, or the subtle rustling of leaves as you walk through a forest, or even the music adapting to the intensity of the gameplay in real time.
Right. It's all about creating this truly like multi-sensory experience that really envelops you in the game world, and it makes you feel like you're truly a part of it. I mean, that's what I call immersive.
Exactly. And here's where things get, really exciting. AI is going to revolutionize the way we interact with games. Imagine using natural language to converse with characters, issue commands, and shape the story in ways that feel, more intuitive and natural than ever before.
So we're talking about more than just choosing from like a predefined set of dialogue options. Yeah. We'll actually be able to have like real conversations with virtual characters that feel as nuanced and engaging as real life interactions.
Exactly. AI-powered dialogue systems are becoming increasingly sophisticated, allowing for these more dynamic and believable character interactions. Imagine like having a conversation with a character in a game that feels as natural and engaging as talking to a friend. Think about the possibilities for storytelling, character development, and emotional connection.
Yeah, that's going to completely change the way we experience narratives in games. It's like the difference between watching a movie and having a front row seat in an interactive play.
Yeah. Exactly. And let's not forget the impact of AI on gameplay challenges as well. AI-powered opponents will no longer be limited to pre-scripted behaviors and predictable patterns. They'll actually be able to learn from your playstyle, adapt to your strategies, and constantly keep you on your toes.
So every encounter will feel fresh and challenging, even if you've played through the game multiple times.
Precisely. AI will bring a level of dynamism and unpredictability to games that was previously unimaginable. No more, repetitive gameplay loops or predictable enemy AI. Every playthrough will be a unique and engaging experience.
That sounds both exhilarating and a little bit intimidating, but in a good way, of course. I love the idea of games that constantly challenge me to think differently and adapt my strategies.
And speaking of challenges, AI will also play a significant role in creating more sophisticated and engaging puzzles. Imagine like puzzles that evolve and change as you play, adapting to your progress and challenging you in ways you never expected.
That sounds like a puzzle lover's dream come true. It's like having a personal AI puzzle master, constantly crafting new and devious challenges to test your wits.
Exactly. And then there's the mind-blowing potential of AI-powered procedural generation. This means that game worlds can be generated dynamically, creating these vast and ever-changing environments that you'll never experience in the same way twice.
Oh, wow. It's like having an infinite number of worlds to explore. That's a level of replayability that's simply unheard of in traditional game design.
Exactly. And AI is also going to unlock this whole new level of personalization in gaming. Imagine games that adapt to your playstyle, your preferences, and even your mood in real time. AI can analyze your gameplay patterns, the choices you make, and even your emotional responses to create experiences that are truly tailored to you as an individual.
It's like having a game that evolves and grows with you, always offering something new and exciting to discover.
Precisely. AI has the potential to create these truly personalized gaming experiences that cater to your individual tastes, preferences, and play style. And as AI continues to evolve, we'll see even more incredible advancements in the way we experience games. Virtual reality and augmented reality experiences will become even more immersive and realistic, blurring the lines between the physical and digital worlds.
It's like stepping into another dimension. The possibilities are endless. And I can't wait to see what the future holds for gaming.
It's an incredibly exciting time to be a gamer, and I believe we're on the cusp of a new golden age of interactive entertainment. With AI as a powerful tool in the hands of creative developers, the future of gaming is brighter than ever before.
Well, we've reached the end of our deep dive, and I'm feeling incredibly inspired and energized by all the amazing possibilities we've explored. It's clear that AI is going to have a profound impact on the way games are designed, developed, and experienced in the years to come.
It's been an absolute pleasure exploring this topic with you.
And with you, our wonderful listeners, thank you for joining us on this journey of discovery. We hope you've enjoyed this deep dive into the world of AI image generators and their impact on the future of gaming.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep playing, and keep imagining the incredible possibilities that lie ahead.
And remember, the future of gaming is in your hands.